Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. Here are the NBA regular season standings updates, game result, and the game schedule for tomorrow. For the game result, in the first game, the Miami Heat snapped their three-game losing streak after defeating the Phoenix Suns with a score of 127-121. Bam Adebayo was the top scorer for the Miami Heat with 29 points and 9 rebounds, followed by Norman Powell scored 27 points, Tyler Harrell had 23 points, and Jamie Jaquez added 16 points. Dillon Brooks and Grayson Allen was the top scorer for the Phoenix Suns with 25 points each. In the second game, the Minnesota Timberwolves got their second straight win after defeating the Milwaukee Bucks with a score of 139-106. Julius Randle was the top scorer for the Minnesota Timberwolves with 29 points, followed by Bones Hyland scored 23 points, Naz Reid had 19 points, and Jaden McDaniels added 17 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo was the top scorer for the Milwaukee Bucks with 25 points, followed by Bobby Portis scored 14 points. In the third game, the Houston Rockets snapped their three-game losing streak after defeating the Chicago Bulls with a score of 119-113. Kevin Durant was the top scorer for the Houston Rockets with a double-double performance of 28 points and 10 rebounds, followed by Alperen Sengun also made a double-double performance of 23 points and 11 assists. Amen Thompson also scored 23 points, and Jabari Smith added 18 points. Trey Jones was the top scorer for the Chicago Bulls with 34 points, followed by Matisse Buzelis scored 19 points. The Denver Nuggets got their second straight win after defeating the New Orleans Pelicans with a score of 122-116. Jamal Murray was the top scorer for the Denver Nuggets with 35 points and 9 assists, followed by Peyton Watson scored 31 points, Tim Hardaway had 18 points, and Aaron Gordon added 16 points. Trey Murphy was the top scorer for the New Orleans Pelicans with 31 points, followed by Sadiq Bey scored 17 points. The Oklahoma City Thunder got their four-game winning streak after defeating the San Antonio Spurs with a score of 119-98. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the top scorer for the Oklahoma City Thunder with 34 points, followed by Jalen Williams scored 20 points, Alex Caruso had 13 points, and Jalen Williams made a double-double performance of 11 points and 10 rebounds. Stephon Castle was the top scorer for the San Antonio Spurs with 20 points, followed by Victor Wembanyama scored 17 points. The Los Angeles Lakers snapped their three-game losing streak after defeating the Atlanta Hawks with a score of 141-116. LeBron James was the top scorer for the Los Angeles Lakers with a double-double performance of 31 points and 10 assists, followed by Luka Doncic also made a double-double performance of 27 points and 12 assists. DeAndre Ayton made a double-double performance of 17 points and 18 rebounds, and Jake LaRavia added 17 points. Nickeil Alexander-Walker was the top scorer for the Atlanta Hawks with 26 points, followed by CJ McCollum scored 25 points. In the last game, the Golden State Warriors beat the Portland Trail Blazers with a score of 119-97. DeAnthony Melton was the top scorer for the Golden State Warriors with 23 points, followed by Jimmy Butler scored 16 points, Brandon Podziemski had 15 points, and Moses Moody added 14 points. Shooting Sharp was the top scorer for the Portland Trail Blazers with 19 points, followed by Caleb Love scored 17 points. And here are the NBA regular season standings updates. For the Eastern Conference standings, the number 1 in the Eastern Conference standings is Detroit Pistons, with a record of 28 wins and 10 losses. The number 2 is New York Knicks, with a record of 25 wins and 14 losses. The number 3 is Boston Celtics, with a record of 24 wins and 15 losses. The number 4 is Toronto Raptors, with a record of 24 wins and 17 losses. The number 5 is Philadelphia 76ers, with a record of 22 wins and 16 losses. The number 6 is Orlando Magic, with a record of 22 wins and 18 losses. The number 7 is Cleveland Cavaliers, with a record of 22 wins and 19 losses. The number 8 is Miami Heat, with a record of 21 wins and 19 losses. The number 9 is Atlanta Hawks, with a record of 20 wins and 22 losses. The number 10 is Chicago Bulls, with a record of 18 wins and 21 losses. The number 11 is Milwaukee Bucks, with a record of 17 wins and 23 losses. The number 12 is Charlotte Hornets, with a record of 14 wins and 26 losses. The number 13 is Brooklyn Nets, with a record of 11 wins and 26 losses. The number 14 is Washington Wizards, with a record of 10 wins and 28 losses. The number 15 is Indiana Pacers, with a record of 9 wins and 31 losses. For the Western Conference standings updates, the number 1 in the Western Conference standings is Oklahoma City Thunder, with a record of 34 wins and 7 losses. The number 2 is San Antonio Spurs, with a record of 27 wins and 13 losses. The number 3 is Denver Nuggets, with a record of 27 wins and 13 losses. The number 4 is Minnesota Timberwolves, with a record of 27 wins and 14 losses. The number 5 is Los Angeles Lakers, with a record of 24 wins and 14 losses. The number 6 is Houston Rockets, with a record of 23 wins and 14 losses. The number 7 is Phoenix Suns, with a record of 24 wins and 16 losses. The number 8 is Golden State Warriors, with a record of 22 wins and 19 losses. The number 9 is Portland Trail Blazers, with a record of 19 wins and 22 losses. The number 10 is Memphis Grizzlies, with a record of 17 wins and 22 losses. The number 11 is LA Clippers, with a record of 16 wins and 23 losses. The number 12 is Dallas Mavericks, with a record of 15 wins and 25 losses. The number 13 is Utah Jazz, with a record of 14 wins and 25 losses. The number 14 is Sacramento Kings, with a record of 10 wins and 30 losses. The number 15 is New Orleans Pelicans, with a record of 9 wins and 33 losses. And here are the games scheduled for tomorrow, January 15, Thursday morning. In the first game, at 8 a.m., Indiana Pacers vs. Toronto Raptors, and Philadelphia 76ers vs. Cleveland Cavaliers. At 9 a.m., Chicago Bulls vs. Utah Jazz, and New Orleans Pelicans vs. Brooklyn Nets. At 10:30 a.m., Dallas Mavericks vs. Denver Nuggets. At 11 a.m., Sacramento Kings vs. New York Knicks. And the last game, at 11:30 a.m., LA Clippers vs. Washington Wizards.